How does the Avatar go from this to this? The answer? Trauma. Korra suffered at the hands of Zahir, a villain that Korra beats at the end of Season 3. But the fight didn't end there. Korra was left crippled due to a poison he used on her. Even worse though, she was mentally broken. And we're shown this at the beginning of Korra alone. Korra stares at her broken reflection, showing us her current state of mind. We're then shown the thing haunting Korra. It's herself. More precisely though, it was a vision of her while she was fighting Zahir. This was a Korra without restraint, and while she was at her most dangerous. Zahir wasn't the biggest threat, her own mind was. The show takes us back using flashbacks to fill in the 3-year gap from her fight with Zahir to now. We see how for weeks after her fight, she suffers from extreme depression, is barely eating, and can't sleep. This fight really hurts her more than what she shows on the outside. Before this fight, Korra was a strong, talented, and ready to tackle any person head on. Afterwards, she looks defeated in just about everything she does. This is Korra at rock bottom. She can't be the Avatar anymore. She can't even be a talented bender anymore. She's a victim, and that hurts more than anything. And she finally lets it out at Katara.
What's the point? We've been at this for almost 6 months, and I can barely take a couple of steps without collapsing.
I know you're frustrated, but...
Of course I'm frustrated! A crazy man poisoned me, and now I can't dress myself, or cook for myself, or do anything for myself. And this whole time, my friends have been off helping the world while I'm stuck with you, and you can't even heal me!
This frustration and helplessness, combined with Katara's guidance and compassion, led to Korra taking her first steps. But this episode shows more than just physical rehabilitation. It shows the long, arduous process of mental healing. They show not just one day or 1 week. They show her 3-year process. And even after those 3 years, she still wasn't 100%. Mentally though, she was still depressed, still couldn't access her avatar state, and was suffering from post-traumatic stress. As we go back to present Korra, we see her struggling with this vision of herself, along with flashbacks of Zahir. She tries fighting back by entering a bending competition. This competition lets Korra try an approach that she's used to, and that's going head on against it. This is where the creators did a really good job at depicting her mental state. In 1 second, Korra's fighting her visions, and the next, everything returns to normal. This wasn't just the only time it happened either. Korra was constantly running from her own thoughts, being chased by them, and being fought by them. She was at war every day, and it was weighing her down. Korra alone means a lot to me. Throughout the episode, I see images that I can put myself in Korra's place and honestly say I've been there. In July 2019, I was in a nearly fatal ziplining accident. I was unconscious for almost a month. I was in the hospital for an additional month afterwards. I was unable to sit up, yet alone walk or run. I literally cried the first time I saw this episode, and the first time I saw Korra yell at Katara. Not because I thought it was sad, but because I had literally uttered those same words with just as much desperation. I would tell myself I wasn't worth the effort. Every day in the hospital resulted in more tears, more doubt, and more self-hatred. It's been a year and a half, and my leg still doesn't work as well as it used to. I'm still in constant pain, and some days I fight a war with myself mentally. Still blaming myself, saying things that are the way they are because of me. But Korra alone shows an important aspect of healing, and that's time. Korra starts her healing process in Korra alone, but it doesn't end in this episode. Rather, her process extends until the end of the series. Korra alone shows us how difficult dealing with trauma really can be. It shows how unrelenting our mental health problems can be, and how these problems don't just go away overnight. It's a process, and it takes time to heal from it. And they show that this hard work pays off. In the end of the show, Korra truly becomes the Avatar due to the lessons that she learned from this trauma. As for me, I'm working every day to end up in a better place tomorrow. What awaits me at the end of the tunnel? Well, I guess I'll let Korra alone answer that for me.
And what am I going to find if I get through this?
I don't know. But won't it be interesting to find out?